Alright, hey guys, welcome back. This is C-Rock. Here we are back in the 1v1 Rise of Rome campaign, where I am the Insubres and my cousin is the Rome, and this is going to be me versus the AI, or my cousin's going to be playing as the AI in this, and this is another Gullick fraction. They're up here, over around here, so I intercepted them with my big-ass army. You know, 2 armies here. We got a bunch of medium spear infantry. We got some medium spear infantry. We got some light missile infantry. We got some light melee infantry, some spear infantry, some missile infantry. So these are all slingers, I think, right? No, these are all jabs. These are all javelin men. So these are jabs. This is this guy might be slingers. No, these are guys also jabs. So these are all spear infantry, melee infantry, and some more melee infantry, some more medium spearmen, and these are light missile infantry. So these are bowmen. So these are jabs, and spearmen, and some medium infantry right here. Cohorii Cladooi. That was my best pronunciation of that. Alright. And these are some javelin men too. And this is my general. These are my 2 generals for both of this army. Along with some cav up here at the front. So we got some medium cavalry up here. And I decided to bring one around here because I didn't know if he had any cav, because I knew he had some cav in his army, but I didn't know if he was going to bring any cav around this area, you know, around the back here. And we have this cav sitting in the front here. These guys are kind of hidden, and we have a nice little layout here. We have such a long line of troops here, so we're going to kind of use that to an advantage. We're going to hit the play button, have it go on normal speed. I kind of had going slow there at the beginning. And we're going to pretty much inch up as we'll start to see his troops. He positioned himself along this hill right here. You know, he wanted the high ground along here. This is kind of all high ground right here. Too bad he couldn't go ahead and position himself up here, right? You know, that's where you should have positioned yourself. But the red line, it stops you. You know, it's quite the small battlefield, these Rome 2 battlefields. They seem to position. I think they shrunk from like Rome 1 or from like anywhere. But anyway, so let's zoom in on them as they're walking. There's very blue pants here. This man, I mean, just very blue. You know, the polka dotted pants. All my men wear pants. The Romans did not. Yes, that was very much of a barbarian Gullick thing to do. Wear pants. Apparently back then, pants was not a thing for the Romans. They had their little whatever the hell they call those things. But everybody's hiding here in the woods. And we even can see them hiding, you know, look, this little hide stance. And we do start to see his troops up here now. And we brought my cav over here, and and I have one of my cav over here. And I see his cav over here now. So I was like, okay, I gotta go ahead and remaneuver my cav all the way back over there. And move up with these guys and position them over here, because it looks like he doesn't have any cav over here. I can go ahead and block off his cav completely. So we're gonna go ahead and move up slowly, as I have this entire army left out here, and they will come up too around this area. So we'll move them all around, and we'll speed it up a little bit, because we see that they flash out again, so I can't see them. And we're moving them all up. So you can thank the barbarians and the Gauls for pence, I guess, right? Because apparently, I think what it is it's easier to mount a horse or sit on a horse that has a stirrup with pants, which a little seating thing or a stirrup or whatever. I think I might be getting the name wrong. Please comment down below if I'm getting the name wrong. We're not around yet on horses. Let's see. Let's look at a horse. Where's my calf? So you see, they just have this little thing. So there's no director, like there's no rein. There are reins, but they have no stirrup to hold on to. You know, I've never ridden a horse. Oh, well, I have ridden a horse before. Excuse me. Once or twice. But easier to ride with pants, I guess, is what they thought. You know? So, we moved our calf all the way back over here, which is probably not the thing to do. We should have kept our calf in better stamina, because the calf here, as we can see, is on winded. They're all winded, so they are all kind of tired. These guys are pretty fresh, thankfully. So we'll move them up, and we'll probably try and wait, get them some time to rest too. As we do see his troops up there reappear again. He's kind of just holding his ground up on the far top side. He wants to, I think his plan was to go ahead and, since I noticed his cav was over here, what he was going to do is he was going to use this, the fact that his cav couldn't be seen, hide them in here, and then swing them around and go ahead and attack. But I noticed his cav beforehand, so I was going to go ahead and use my cav and inch them up. So we inched them up, and this is when I allowed them to go ahead and rest, as I had them strut their way up forward. As his cav reappears right here. And right about now is when his army that he's controlling realizes that there's just too many men in the battlefield to attack. We are doomed. Right? There is quite a few. So he has some heavy spearmen infantry, some light melee infantry, some light melee infantry, light melee, heavy melee infantry, and then some heavy melee infantry, and then some heavy spearmen. And then he has a very light missile infantry. So these are bowmen, and this is his his heavy spear infantry. That's not his general. This is also light infantry. His general is over here somewhere, so he has a contingent over here, and this is where he has his cav, his medium cavalry, and I think he was going to try and use some of the troops that he has over here to go ahead and distract this area as he brings them around and maybe defeats this, but I was able to go ahead and use a bunch of my, the fact that I have javelins with every single unit pretty much, you know, every unit has jabs, as we can see, pretty much. So we're bringing them around and about. I think this is like the only unit that doesn't have jabs. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does. No, they do. See, yeah, the red outlines the area that they can fire in, their range. This unit right here, this unit does not have actual jabs, to tell you the truth. So we end up attacking them and charging their cav. So we have a little skirmish here with the cav, and my cav actually have jabs too. So they're throwing their jabs at them and attacking them as I try to lock these guys down. And this is his general over here. He finally appears. So this is his general. At the meantime, this group engages, and it's just the slingers are slinging at them. So we do have some slings and some bowmen. I didn't know if I had any slingers at first there. So they're firing in at them. Let's see, did they get anybody yet there? Nope. Yep, they killed one or two guys there. At the same time, we have engaged all of his cav, and I'm trying to bring up my spearmen here to go ahead and lock down his cav too to help him out. It's going pretty well. It's in melee combat even, so it's even there. They're winded, and they're even there. They're losing though, and he's melee active. You know, they're even. He's losing though in this one, and we bring these guys on in to go ahead and attack all this. As we throw all of our jabs into his groups over here, and he had to bring them around here, so I used this little cliff right here, just plummet in on them. Jeez, that had to murder a few of them right there. Yeah, I like the armor. Look at all the armor that they have on them. Yeah, so they're pretty well armored, this group right here. This group actually has, I'm going to put on slow for a second here. This has 80 armor. Wow. At the same time, this is engaging over here. So we have like two battles going on. This battle over here and this battle over here. So these guys keep on engaging, are firing. They're now close enough to fire their jabs in on me, and I'm firing my jabs over the heads of my troops on into them too. You know, as you can see it. Oh, some of the jabs are not actually hitting anybody. Others are not, I guess, hitting some people as they bounce off of everything. And we can just see it flying in and out. All the missile units coming in and around. Yeah, I got this little one bronze breastplate right there. I guess, I don't know if that's supposed to help. I guess not. That guy just got hit. They didn't die. He didn't go down. And they're already starting to waver. Their front lines are already starting to want to leave the battlefield as they attacked here. And this guy's just stabbed right in the chest. Oh my gosh. He's down for the count. That group. Nice. So that's what happens over there. At the same time, we are just completely firing in on them over here. And this is all wavering over here. We've managed to rout his one of his cav groups. And now I can go ahead and charge in on his cav over here and bring this guy back around to attack the flanks of this. As I continue to just fire on in here with all the jabs. And it's just murdering the bejesus out of them. Oh, look at all that. The rains of arrows and javelins. Our jabs will blot out the sun, will they not? They forgot to fight in the shade. Right? Anyway. Oh, ouch. That had to hurt. So as they shoot down in on these guys, and they fire in on here, we're closing in on them around this way, and we blocked off a bunch of these guys. They do keep up their shields. I like their shields. These long shields. Oh, he just took a nice hard one. He backed up on people. Yeah. And this is their flag bearer. So the Gallic boar. Right there. And I guess that means that he's the general of this unit? I don't know. I can't really tell on this one. Let's see if we can find the general of this unit. Yeah, here he is, and here he is. Yeah, there's the flag bearer, and there's the general of that unit. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I keep on noticing that now. It's something I really notice now in the battles, because I never noticed it before, as these guys are all engaged in the front lines. They aren't doing too well. I'm surprised at how long they held, though. The morale must be actually quite decent for this group. What is the morale? The morale is 47. So they have 47 morale, and these guys have like 41 morale. See, base morale is 72. Jeez. This group has 72 morale. They have like no armor, though. 10 armor, but so much morale. Their general is already dead, so I'm surprised they aren't just leaving. These are the naked spearmen, aren't they? These are the Celtic naked spearmen. That's why they don't have any armor. Their unit is not meant to have any armor. Except for these guys. Except for this guy and this guy. The rest of them, they all get a nice little linen cloth to protect them, I guess. And their shields. As these guys, we finish off over here, and you see the general is dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing around the my cav unit back over here. And I think I already might have swung a cav unit. Yeah, here's the cav unit that I wanted to swing around over here to finish off the rest of the group over here. And I think what I should have done is after all of them routed, I should have continued and hunted them down and gone ahead and killed everybody that was routing. But I didn't do such a thing because I didn't think to. And his army actually survived. Or what was left of his army survived, I should say. I did kill quite a few units, and they were quite weakened by it. This was my time, though, to go ahead and release the these ramhead guys. I can't remember who they're called in the game. The Ligurius. It starts with an L. I know that. I can't pronounce it right now. I have to look at it, and then I'll still pronounce it wrong. Right? But anyways, those guys. This was my time to go ahead and capitalize on a win for them and go ahead and weaken them. And it was not accomplished to the best of my abilities. I did not finish the army off and completely kill them. But I did harm the bejesus out of their army, and they did lose a lot of guys, which is good news. Nope. All these bow guys, all these bowmen in here. Now, these are the type of bowmen, I think, that can hide out in the open, you know. These are the Scotchred's Argos. And these are light missile infantry. These are bowmen. And they can hide out in the open. I just murder them all here with my cav unit. And everybody decides to leave the battlefield, and it ends. So let's go ahead and look at the stats here. The stats are, my losses were 692, so I still had quite a few losses. I didn't think I would have that many losses, but I brought 9,635 men to the battlefield. He brought 4,215. And really, this guy right here, he seemed to do most of the killing, it appears, with his 92 kills. Although this cav unit did get 60 kills. This got 54. These guys all got like hundreds. All these guys got 211 kills. These guys got quite a few kills, 105, 89, wow. And this is this group. We don't even get to see the other group that the cav was in, the reinforcements. But 589 kills, so I did kill quite a few of my own men, actually. It looks like it, actually, to tell you the truth. About like a Hunsky. Okay. Alright, well, hit like and subscribe, and thank you for watching, and same to that, too, on BitChute. Bye-bye now, and have a great Christmas week. Bye-bye.